So I'm back in Texas. I decided it'd be a smart idea to go stay with my family in Missouri for 2 months. Don't ever do nothing like that again in my life. I won't be doing that again. But why I got back, and I'm telling you right now, I've been back for 2 hours. Open up my apartment door. There's a note on the inside of the door talking about file for eviction. What are you talking about, bitch? What the fuck is you talking about? Because I've been paying the rent even though I ain't been here. So what is you saying? What is you talking about? Because it's not clicking. It's not clicking. So then I'm having a panic attack and I'm like, you know what? It's cool. I'm going to go get me some In-N-Out burger and I'm going to see what this letter is about later. So I get in my car, the car don't start. Interrupting. The car doesn't start. So then I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? I'm like, oh, well, before I left my gas, I was on, so maybe I'm running out of gas. I'm gonna call AAA. I'm in here calling AAA. And I'm like, AAA, come swing by, give me some gas. They swing by, give me gas. Crank it on, don't turn on. Still don't turn on. And keep in mind, they talking about eviction or something at the door. And I just got back, been here 2 hours. So then I told homeboy, I don't know what all happened. I've been gone 2 months. He's like, oh, the battery probably dead. So I don't know what he did, but he got this little box, cranked up the battery on this box. Don't know how he did that. And he's like, well, the battery's dead. Something about the light is flickering. You're going to need a new battery. I just got back. It's been 2 hours. I just got off the airplane. Then basically, he had left. I had to call a new dude coming down. He's driving down the apartment complex right now. I'll let y'all know what happens next. But I just had to tell y'all. Oh, and I swung by the main office right after the first AAA boy left. And they talking about, yeah, we're really not sure why they put that on your door. Why are you playing like that? Because I'm in here rethinking my whole life like I'm about to be homeless. Why would you play me like that? She looking up my name like, yeah, what's your name, Elena Cobb? Looking me up. She's like, yeah, it's good. It's through. So why would y'all put this on here? I'll let y'all know what the next AAA do come. But I'm just pressed because they talking about I need a new tire. A new gas. A new battery. AAA. He's starting it. It's flickering. It's glitching. It's just charging?
It's charging.
Okay, thank you so much.
I tested
Basically, he said that it's charging and I have to just sit here for 30 minutes with the car on and it's charging. And then he said if it don't turn on tomorrow, call again. They're going to give me a new battery for free. But the last dude who did my gas said that my warranty was up in August. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, we going to pray. We're going to pray about it. We're going to pray about it. We're gonna pray about it. I gotta go. This is a part 2 to my video. Y'all know how the homeboy said, oh, wait in a car and let the car run for 30 minutes. I'm just very paranoid, so I let the car run for 2 hours. Okay? Because I want to try everything in my power to revive this. We gotta get this together. I don't understand. Like, I'm already having a hard time, a hard day, a hard months. Damn. It don't make no sense. Like, anyway. So let it run for 2 hours, and people were saying, like, something about I gotta actually drive the car to recharge the battery. So I just went on a little joyride for 30 minutes, got my In-N-Out burger, finally got this damn In-N-Out burger. All I wanted today. That's all that I was trying to do. But it's cool, it's good, it's whatever. And I got a little green tea, Panera. So basically I called my little brother and he like loves cars and shit, and I asked him what all I should do, girl, and he basically was like, oh, don't worry about it, it should be fine, just turn the car off and turn it back on. Like, he was like, don't wait till the morning, like, get your answer right now. So I'm gonna do it right now, y'all, because it's time for me to go upstairs because I'm finna eat my food. So I thought I'm gonna do it on camera because y'all be thinking I be lying literally about any old thing. I don't know why. Okay. Y'all, what we gonna do if it don't start? I'm gonna be sick to my stomach if it doesn't start. It started, bitch! Okay, so even though it started, a lot of you guys are saying, yeah, I'm probably gonna need a battery down the road, blah, 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 down the road. Also, we have to take in mind, I have a Jeep Wrangler. These little are raggedy, straggly. I didn't know all of this before I bought this car. I bought this car when I was 18, uneducated. It looked cute, it looked cool, and I had the coin. So I got it. But yeah, I'll let y'all know if I'm gonna end up needing a new battery. I'll let you know if it doesn't turn on in the morning, because I just like to tell my business right now because I'm just bored. But I got my green tea. Hello everybody, it's the next day and I'm here to tell y'all my business again. So folks were saying if it don't crank on with this, then the battery dead. So I'm finna hit the unlock, Thank God, bitch. Yeah, just like I really, bitch, it started. Don't ever try to talk shit about me a day in your life. I'll let you know if the battery dies again. Hopefully never. I'll never be in this situation again. But all I have to say is, I know I got a third time on my ACT, bitch, but I revived this car. Call me Handy Mandy.
All right, y'all. So I've been seeing this. What's the grimiest thing your friend have ever did? And I'm ready to tell my story because I have a story to tell. So when I was in high school, I had this homegirl that I used to hang out with 24/7. Like, it was me and her and me. The teachers used to get our names mixed up. Like, that's how much we used to hang out together, whatever. We didn't even look alike, but they used to call me her name and call her my name. Only friend I hung out with outside of school, only real friend I had, like, that was my best friend, whatever. 2 peas in a pod. So I was talking to this dude, right? And I had grew up with him. Like, we really was like cousins. Like, that really was my family member. But when we got older, whatever, and we started liking each other, we started, you know what I'm saying, messing with each other, whatever. Everybody knew about him. I used to always post him. Everybody in high school knew, you know what I'm saying, what I had going on. Especially her, like, she knew our sex stories. Like, I knew hers. I knew what inside of her vagina looked like. Like, this is my, you know what I'm saying? So you would never really think that your best friend, like this person that's like your sister, would even do no grimy stuff like this. But something ended up happening with me and him, y'all. Something ended up happening. Y'all know how that shit. We ended up having to go to the clinic. She rode with us to the clinic, right? And when I was getting seen at the clinic, they was chopping it up. So they end up, I guess, locking in. I don't know if he had followed her on social media from that day or what the case was, whatever. So they end up locking in, and after we left the clinic, everything was all cool and fine. Like, we was still chopping it up. Why he stopped talking to me that next day? He stopped talking to me that next day. Like, the fact that we were at the clinic wasn't even my fault. You know what I'm saying? So he stopped talking to me that next day or whatever. Christmas break came, and we wasn't following each other on social media, me and him. All of a sudden, he started looking at my story or whatever. So I threw a slug like, damn, nigga, stop talking to me, but he all in my views. So I said something, because I'm always talking my shit. So he ended up sliding up like, yeah, something. He said her name, yeah, but she like it or something in those regards. So I'm like, hold on, what? She like what? Like, what you saying her name for? What you bringing her up for? So, y'all, why I find out him and her, they've been all this time. Well, after me and him stopped talking. But y'all, hold on. The craziest part was she told me that he shot at her, but she was like, he know we best friends. I never do that. Whoop the whoop. So I'm like, okay, yeah, niggas gonna do that if you ain't gonna talk. So, y'all, this is a part 2, and yes, I talk on my tongue. I try not to, but this juicy just be getting in the way, so don't laugh at me. But part 2, where I left off. So basically, before Christmas break, she had told me that he hopped in her DM. She was like, man, he know we best friends. Why would he do that? Nick ain't, like, just going off. I'm laughing because I'm like, hey, that's what they gonna do. Like, that's what they gonna do. But you gotta be a real friend and ignore it and not talk about it. Like, we ain't even much gotta worry about none of that. That's me, because I'm just laughing at it. Like, he's stupid if he think you finna talk to him. Whoop whoop. This is what I'm thinking in my head, because this my bitch. I'm just knowing she not finna talk to this nigga. Like, man, before I know it, he telling me that, yeah, they been fucking around. Yeah, he be going to her house. She be coming in his. Whoop, whoop, just giving me all the tea, y'all. I was so hurt, like, because I called her and I tried to talk to her about it. I think she didn't answer because she knew I knew. He must have told her. So, of course, I get on Instagram. I'm talking my shit on live. Everybody like, what she did that? You lying? Like, I'm talking my shit like I went on live. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, the friendship is over. Like, I know you don't, spread your friend's business, or you don't go live about no situation, but the friendship was over because you really dead to me right now. Like, the same nigga that ate my ass, you was and sucking, and like, y'all, it was just a whole big old mess and ordeal. I stopped talking to her after that. I've never had a best friend after that. When I start talking to guys now, I don't bring them around nobody that I consider my friend because of that. Like, I have trust issues. I don't, like, that right there was the icing on the cake for me. You know, never been the same. I ain't never had a best friend after that. Me and the boy started talking like a year or so afterwards because, like I said, he was like family before we even started messing around, but I don't even talk to him no more. So that just goes to show y'all, you can't even bring your best friend around your nigga these days because hoes be grimy. And that's my story.
I feel like now's a good time for a story time. So my roommate has an idea. She wants to do shrooms and walk on the trails. I'm of course down as love shrooms, love trails. I'm in. So it's 4 of us and we're walking on this trail. 2 of us are on shrooms, 2 of us are sober. Mid walk in, the shrooms start hitting me hard. So I'm looking at nature. I'm looking at how all the trees and the shrubs and the bushes are all moving in sync. And we wouldn't even see it because we don't pay attention to it long enough. So I'm involved in nature. We're talking. Me and Gaia are having the chit of the chat, okay? And something hits me and it's like, yo, this is a trail, right? How come nobody's passed us? How come? Because we're just sitting at this point. We're just sitting there talking. We're not even on a hike anymore. We're just at a powwow. And we're being loud as super disrespectful in nature. And so, of course, my alerts start going up. And that's why I had the thought like, nobody's passed us on this trail. So they shrug me off. I'm tripping, of course, because I'm high. I'm on a trip. So they completely ignore what I'm saying, which is fine because, you know, I didn't even believe in myself enough to, like, really put my foot down. So it was like, okay, whatever. And then all of a sudden we hear this baby cry. And me and the male of the group look at each other because I might as well be the male of the group if there was no males. But there was this time. So I look at him like, did you hear that? And they're all like, oh, well, you know, it's somebody on the trail. And I'm like, so you've seen somebody on the trail? And they're like, no, I haven't. And this is when I get the download that nature mimics human sounds or anything like that to try and lure us in. And the most famous one for women is a baby crying, because if you're a female, your natural instinct is to go towards the baby crying. So we keep walking. They get louder because they're feeling it, you know what I'm saying? The drugs are kicking in, everybody's just having a good time. They start getting louder, and of course nature is telling us to leave at this point. The sky gets dark and the trees start going crazy, and me and the male are looking at each other like, it's probably time to go. Mind you, he's not even tripping like I am. He's sober, and he realized that. Definitely time to go. But yeah, so they're all like laughing and giggling, and then all of a sudden I hear the baby crying, but it started turning into like loud ass crying. And so I'm like, yo, it's getting like there's more of them. And then all of a sudden the cries turn into hissing and meows, and I was like, oh, okay. So basically we were about 5 minutes short of being cat food, and there's definitely cougars and bobcats in the area. So shout out intuition, you be coming through for your girl.
Tell me about a monumental thing that you did when you were a kid and your family won't let you live it down to this day. I'll go first. So when I was like 12, my dad had just gotten into a motorcycle accident or whatever. So he was stuck in the hospital. And I want to say I was on like summer break or something. Maybe. And like my family was going, everybody else was at work, whatever. So I had the smart ass idea to go joyriding, right? We had a car that was in the driveway or whatever. And I'm like, shit, okay, ain't nobody home, might as well, right? Let's try it out. Mind you, I'm like 12. So I'm like, fuck it. I know how to drive. We finna go, we finna go test this theory. Granted, I knew how to drive, but like, not legally or whatever. So that's neither here nor there. So the way our driveway is set up, our driveway was long than longest hill. And in the beginning of it, it was very wide. So the only thing I didn't know how to do was bag out. So I'm like, damn, how the fuck I'm gonna get the car out the driveway? Y'all, why I do a full 360 with this car? I'm talking about I turned these around in the front of the house so that the front, like, you feel me, the back was facing the exit to the street. So I turned that around to where the front is facing the exit to the street. And I go ahead and I get the fuck out. I'm all through the blocks. Like, I'm riding all the way through my city, waving and shit. I see my homies and shit. I'm, oh shit, what's up? They like, damn, you can drive? Like, damn, come pick us up. Let's go. I'm hell no, y'all tweaking. Like, what the So lo and behold, it was just a little too good. Like, I'm really out here. Like, I done did this shit now, like, 3-4 times, you feel me, kept pulling in and out of the house to make sure, like, you know, ain't nobody pull up, my brother ain't come home, my mama ain't leave, like, get home from work early, no nothing. So on this last time, y'all, I sit here and I'm pulling back into the crib, and now I'm trying to fix the car back basically how it was. Mind you, I'm 12, bro. I don't know how to park. Like, I know how to do the bare minimum. So I'm trying to park this back so nobody realized that it was like moved or whatever. So in the midst of me trying to fix it, right, I don't know why I was facing the way of the fence. Like, the front of the car was facing the fence, and the shit was parallel parked, like off on the grass type shit in our backyard. Y'all, my brother pulled in. My brother pulled in, and when I say the look of disgust was all over his face, I'm like, oh damn, what up, twin? Like, how you doing? What's up? Gee, the man looked at me like, I oughta beat your ass. And I'm just like, yo, like, you know, just let's just keep this between us. Like, you feel me? We ain't gotta tell nothing. This man literally, hell no, you finna tell your mama what you just did. Tell my mama? Are you serious?
So basically, he like, you feel me, you call your mama and tell her what happened. I'm like, shorty, I'm not calling my OG, G, you tweak. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, we can talk about this. Like, let me wash the dishes for you, or like, you know, do your chores or some shit for a week. Mind you, this boy grown as hell, and I'm talking about do some chores. So he simply calls my mama for me. Like, I'm incapable of picking up the phone, but clearly I was, because I wasn't about to do it. So he calls my mama, and my mama get on the phone like, oh, hi, sweetie, what's going on? Yeah. He like, yeah, your daughter got something she want to tell you. And I'm just looking at this nigga so dumbfounded, because I'm like, damn, you not going to ease into it or nothing. Like, you just finna go straight off in a rip with that hoe, pull the Band-Aid off. So I get on the phone, and the mama was like, hi, sweetie, what's going on? Like, you okay? Yada, yada, yada. And I'm trying to debate if I'm finna let the waterworks fall, or if I'm just finna go in this bitch like I'm a gangster about this shit, on God. So I hit her with her shit. I got something to tell you. And right now I'm feeling real bold and shit. Like, I'm finna pop my until, like, she put on that mama voice, like, what the you done did? And I'm like, ooh, shit. Like, I felt my bones quiver, and I'm like, I just get to letting it out. I get to crying. I'm like, I get the ugly crying. So, man, I came in his house, and he saw me, and I drove the car, and she, boy, what the fuck is you talking about? So he take the phone. He was like, I caught your daughter driving the car. She was trying to do XYZ, this, that, and the third. So she get back on the phone, and she like, boy, I know you did not fucking take that car and try to do this and the third. She was like, gee, I swear to God, when I get to the crib, I'm beating your is you stupid. And all at this time, I'm just looking at this nigga like a deer in headlights. Like, bitch, you really snitched on me. Like, yo, I'm planning on running away. If I'm finna call the police, finna report a body missing. Like, I'm trying to figure everything out. So she hang up the phone and everything. So I call my daddy. Like, at this time, mind you, this man is in the hospital. So I'm trying to make this shit make sense. I call him. I'm like, Daddy, I was trying to come to the hospital to see you, and now they mad at me. And mama talking about some shit finna whoop me, this, that, and the third. So my daddy called my mama, and he like basically talk her out of the ass whooping that she was supposedly gonna get me. Boy, this nappy ass lady still came in the house and whooped me. She just ain't whooped me as much bad as she said she was gonna do the first time. And I'm so mad because I still, bro, I'm talking about some toe my ass up, whips all on my back and shit. And my brother just sitting there laughing. Then had the nerve to hug me afterwards with his dirty ass.